Political language is designed to make lies sound truthful and murder respectable. George Orwell again. New moon, ring of fire solar eclipse at 19 degrees of Gemini. Bang on my Venus. Woo! Trying the MC. Long story. On June the 10th at 11:53 a.m. British summertime. Time to tell the truth. You're turning me on. You're turning me on. The feeling was gone now, baby. Yeah. Okay. Gemini season began on May 19th, inaugurating, this is a mouthful, InfoWars Round 2. Operation Receive, Deceive, Distract, Divide and Conquer. The Great Gaslight reaches critical mass and the G7 gangsters get busy. I am really hot. Now, I hope you appreciate my symbolism. Yes, the Hegelian dialectic control both sides. Yeah, the checkerboard floor and some pyramids. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, this is just me messaging. Yeah, they didn't get me. No. Where was I? Yeah, the mouthful. Okay. So, 2 weeks ago, in my customary full moon foreboding on Facebook, under that lunar eclipse, another total eclipse, I predicted that the Gemini themes of division, duality, polarity, pumped up propaganda, war of words, war on your words, curated civil war and family feuds, censorship v critical thinking, real whistleblowers versus control opposition, and all the rest would reach a crescendo. So, for receipts, confirmation of my predictive abilities, thanks Williams to Kevers, Osha and Super Astral, the real mundane masters. It will be here, or right here, depending on where you're watching this video. Unite to win, divide to conquer. Donald J. Comb over Trump. Yeah, the 45, the orange girlie. She knew a thing or two about that checkerboard floor. Full moon eclipse. Super blood moon. Total lunar eclipse at 5 degrees of Sag. Today at 12:14 p.m. British summertime. Conjunct the South Node and square Jupiter. Wow. Titanic trickery. Truth or dare. The divide and conquer Hegelian dialectic is dialed up and detonated. And what a list. Game of gaslighting begins. Here we go. Notes all the way today. It's late. Well, shedding and side effect stats versus silencing and censorship. On steroids. Where were we? Judgmental kamikaze jabbers versus pro-choice common sense theorists. Yeah. AKA Zombie Apocalypse 2. World War V, the prequel. This is how it all begins. This is how it all begins. Hot war, cold war, civil war in Israel. States versus feds. Go Texas, yeah. Getting rid of those masks on our babies, yes, for real. A tale of two Capricorns. Rand v. Fauci. Distract. Protests v. propaganda. And of course, the 21st century cyber truthers versus the billionaire technocrats. I'm seeing double in the twin season. My very own Gemini season began on May the 19th, and the battle to control our minds, movement, and crush critical thinking with constant surveillance and brainwashing reaches a crescendo. Their weapons of choice: twisted trickery and getting us to tell and turn against each other. That old chestnut. Yes, the sons of Satan or sons of Saturn are set to manifest that Baphomet plan, those great plans of ages. Yep, initiated under the new moon total solar eclipse back in December. Yep, they're determined to make them manifest now. You remember that big solar eclipse that inaugurated the Great Conjunction and the not so great for us reset? Yes, that one. Yep, King Kumu is back. He's supersized his sagacious sales pitch and has leveled up from lockup and masks to jabbing the juniors pricks in the park and free passes that will cost you more than your freedom. We're turning the page now. Okay. They will stop at nothing to manifest the new matrix and have graduated from outright bullying and blackmail to bamboozle and bizarre bribery. I mean, we've got medicated millionaires, you know, the lottery. Yeah. Just, you know, play Russian roulette with your health and you could win $1 million. Free fries and ice cream and candy for the kids in Canada. Have you seen it? I'm lost for words. As I said back in that Saggy season, according to Mark Twain, it's easier to fool a man than to convince him he has been fooled. But nevertheless, it's my season now. Yes, 56 on Saturday. And I'm determined, yep, to follow the lead of Sir Francis Bacon, who declared, knowledge is power. Knowledge shared is power multiplied, according to Robert Doyle. So yes, in true Sun, Jupiter, Gemini style, I'm gonna step up my game, spit truth to power, and fulfill my prime directive to reconcile opposites and to offset those seeds of division sown by sadists. Yeah, 56. Mercury overhead and at home in Gemini turns retrograde and joins Saturn that turned retrograde on May the 23rd in offering us all a one last chance to retrace our steps, reread the small print, re-examine the science, and even, if we're lucky, thanks to goddess Hecate, aka Pluto, also retrograde until October, yes, we may even get a chance to rescind our consent, reignite our courage, and our capacity for critical thinking. They wore me out. They wore me out in Aries season. They wore me out in Taurus season. All those hits to the body. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this season we need to combine the confidence and righteous rage of Jupiter, currently wearing his Crusader cape in Pisces. Yet combine that with the agility and craftiness and cunning of thrice great Hermes, the slick one, yep, to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Yes, we've got to be smooth. As you should know by now, one more time, the overlords sink their set pieces to the big clock in the sky. And it's time to pay attention to those Gemini public figures, such as UK Prime Minister Boris. Yes, the other blonde bombshell with the childbearing hips. Yes, in Saggy season, terrible twin Trumpina took the one for the team. Yes, she did. Yeah, and and was the centerpiece, the highlight of the Senate circus. Yes, they gave us the crucifixion of the comb-over. But now it's Morris's turn, yes, Johnson's turn in the hot seat to play the fall girl. And as we speak under this eclipse, she is currently being roasted by her former advisor, Saggy Dominic Cummings, the turncoat. And offered up to sedate the UK sheep, served up with a nice Chianti and a side order of universal income being rolled out in Wales. Gotta catch my breath. I mean, I know I'm Gemini and I'm fast, but that was a little bit speedy even for me. Yes, and of course, watch out for those Gemini-themed psyops, and I'm trying to see, the light is blinding me once again. Why do I always do this in the dead of night with these awful lights? Yes, starting with the War of Words. Yeah, we're knee-deep in the tail of two Capricorns, like I said, and including the bioweapon. Yeah, red herring. That should keep you busy. Yes. And of course, college coercion, peer pressure versus parental rights and child protection. That is no laughing matter. You've got the lab rats and the medical mafia MSM versus the whistleblowers and the people's press. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without that fan favourite featured in this time last year in Gemini season. Of course, race bait. Operation race bait. Speaking of which, bang on the anniversary of the Floyd phenomenon, it was reported that a leading BLM activist in the UK was injured and in critical condition. Well, we send our best wishes and wish you a speedy recovery to the Soros-funded sister. But it has to be said that the synchronicities, jaw-dropping, the timing, amazing, and as I always say, coincidence is not a cosmic word. But we'll have more about that at the new moon. For now, before I fall asleep on the job, I'll sign off. Meanwhile, keep your wits about you. Keep your eye on your kids. And for Hermes' sake, keep it cosmic. And while you're at it, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm feeling very mercurial today, so it's all very Gemini and girly, so forgive me. Well, so said, so done. I mean, the rulers of this world, all together now, one more time. The rulers of this world synchronize their reset and everything else to the big clock in the sky. So, it was Gemini all the way, and we're just getting started. Yes, so with Mercury and Saturn Retrograde, it became the tale of two Capricorns, aka Rand and Fauci, yeah, that accelerated and became Emailgate. I mean, who would ever be sending confidential or controversial or sensitive emails? Yeah, I mean, when you've got MK Ultra carriers to bring your message for you, please be serious. But yeah, yeah, Emailgate, flourished, and it became the entire MSM, especially Fox v Fauci. It just developed into this classic controlled opposition theatre production, shall we say, to capture our attention while they came for the children. Yes, bioweapon versus bat debacle. It was just a red herring, another one to keep the sheep sidetracked and confused, too busy to balk at the body count and under the VAERS reporting system, and to battle for our babies. Yeah, distraction.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
The same old. Gemini is the toddler in the zodiacal model of human development. And, it's our first foray with the first of the air signs into communication, interchange, exchange, thoughts and ideas, mobility, flexibility, and our first attempt at independent critical thinking. Yeah, careering around with the speed and the curiosity of youth. So it figures that in Gemini season, they would come hard for the kids and hype up the mind control and brainwashing. Yeah, those impressionable young minds, symbol of our future. Yes, the innocents who by their own reckoning on their own official stats have a statistical 0 chance of contracting or passing on the phantom plandemic, he who shall not be named, on Not For YouTube. So, for the uncensored, raw, real insider scoop and what I really think about all of this and how to survive Gemini season and the Age of Aquarius agenda, as usual, join us in Dark Star Patreon. Should be here, there, or somewhere. Okay, where was I? Well, those Gemini themes that I predicted, that the amateur hour stargazers can't tell you, and the agent pro-astrologers won't tell you. Yeah, they really came to pass. Censorship, the people power of the crowd, reached another crescendo with a 1 million strong protest march versus the BBC blackout in my hometown London on my birthday, May the 29th, hours before Mercury turned retrograde. That was the best birthday present I could have ever had. People power. We stood up and spoke truth to power. Welcome to Gemini season 2021. Gemini season began this year on May the 19th, but today is May the 29th, and it's happy birthday to Bob Hope, JFK, Laverne Cox, Scary Spice, Patrick Henry, the founding father, who said, "Give me liberty or give me death." And I agree. Actor Rupert Everett, and of course Oasis frontman and songwriter Noel Gallagher. It's also happy birthday to me. Yes, 56, still looking slick. So this is part 1 of my birthday extravaganza. Yes, lockdown lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. And I'll see you later tonight for part 2, and then tomorrow will be part 3 on the high seas. And the part 2 of the Greater Reset, the Conscious Resistance. Those good champions met for the second time in Mexico in direct contrast and to contravene the G7. It's overhead now. Yeah, the Club of Rome. And more Gemini themes as the transhumanist androgynous agenda, so very Gemini accelerated, opposition mounted, and Florida's new favourite son DeSantis reversed recent transgressions against women's sports. Bloody family. Wow. And censorship has been met by a tidal wave of whistleblowing and resignations from medical professionals, not to mention the litigation against colleges, employers, and even governments from Houston to London. Go! Passport plans morphed from a maybe to a mandatory. Masks and travel bans moved up and down like a yo-yo. An orgy of doublespeak and governmental flip-flopping. They were yes, they were no, they were hot, they were cold. Right, where was I? The race-baiting telenova was pumped up, and with increasing accounts of assault and Asian and Islamophobic assaults and all the rest of it, that was stepped up. As the Soros-funded BLM PSYOP came under increasing criticism and opposition from within the black community, and even from Breonna Taylor's mother. Happy birthday, Breonna. Happy heavenly birthday, R.I.P. Yes, who began to unmask. So yes, and especially for the sun-kissed sisters, oh, they've always got something specially for you, ladies. Agent Godfrey, the comedian. And the creators of chaos on Clubhouse, among others, they stepped up to antagonize the so-called gender war within the black community. Ladies, don't bite the bait. Keep your eye on the needle. I mean, how many times? We've got bigger fish to fry, like sharpening our survival skills and all the rest of it. Yes. Okay. And, of course, we had the Gemini celebrities taking centre stage once more. Yes, those Gemini blonde bombshells with the childbearing hips took to the spotlight again. The original Orange Man 45 is back doing his bit for the bamboozle. They're all in it together. And as we speak, Johnson the Joker is chief juggler at the jet-fueled get-together, not so green get-together, little chit-chat down in Cornwall, under the solar eclipse, new moon. Come on, coincidence is not a cosmic word. Wow, I'm sweating, I'm all over the place. Yes. Yes, the cabal have met. Yeah. Not using green energy, jet propelled, have met to conspire to consolidate their build back better and plans to vaccinate the whole world. Be afraid, be very afraid. Yes, they're not so great for us reset. I can't even see now. I've got sweat in my eyes. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. The Gemini themes went on and on and they're only going to get up. All this with Saturn and Mercury retrograde. In the run-up to the second episode of Clash of the Titans, due on June the 14th. Yes, Saturn square revolutionary Uranus. And the mighty Mars getting his mojo back, going into Leo, the brave heart, from June the 12th. We really cannot afford to squander what may be one of our last opportunities to reverse the tide, reveal the lies, rethink our position, reconcile our manufactured differences, and resist the reset. Orwell also said that the further a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. But I say, feel the fear and speak truth to power anyway. So, before I go and melt into the Mediterranean heat, let's give a special thanks to those who were not afraid to speak truth to power and who have been fighting the great fight and sounding the alarm for years. Okay, again, shout out to Peggy Hall, the healthy American, T-Lav, the last American vagabond, yay Ryan, Doctors for Freedom, Mike Adams, Super Astral, The High Wire, the Dollar Vigilante, Mundane Masters, William Stick Evers, and birthday boy, Osha the Great. Shout out to our fellow Gemini. Keep it coming, Osha, keep it coming. RIP again to Rosa Cora, the author, activist and researcher who gave us so much, and the magnus opus, the Behind the Green Mask, totally unraveling the UN Agenda 21. Rest in peace, champion. Thank you so much. Is there anyone I've left off? Oh, James Corbett. Anyway. My throat is so dry. Speak truth to power. Got the frog out of my throat. Mercury Retrograde doesn't want me to communicate. Silencing the black woman. Anyway, let's celebrate the multifaceted, clever, communicative, charismatic messenger of the zodiac and summon the mental might of our ruler Mercury to outwit and outrun these master manipulators. Put your hands together for 12 Gemini greats.